What is up, y'all? It is your boy Kirk here, and in this video we're going to talk about the 3 things that I absolutely cannot live without in my studio. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? It is your boy Kirk here, aka Vandal. We are in here in the studio, and on this channel we talk about tips, tricks, techniques, all that kind of stuff to help you become a better producer in today's marketplace. This video, we're gonna talk about the top 3 things that I cannot live without in my studio. And honestly, I wanna tell you guys, I'm not like a big gear guy. I mean, when I show you some of the things, you'll be like, seriously, Kirk, you're not a big gear guy? Look at all the gear you have. But honestly, like from the bottom of my heart, if I needed to strip down everything and only have 3 things, this is what it'll be. So if you really think about it, there are so many things that help you write music, right? And for me, in the last couple of months, my acoustic guitar has become one of those things that I just can write anything on, and it makes everything so easy for me to write. Now, the reason why it is my kind of like one of my things on my list is because I can sit there and just write songs all day. I can honestly just write songs all day. And it honestly doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I didn't have anything to record with. I could write songs on there and still have songs. So just have the acoustic guitar and sing, and then write the structure of the song. I'd have to memorize it, but whatever. You know, I could do that, or I could write it down on a piece of paper. So my acoustic guitar. What kind of guitar do I have? I have an Orangewood Morgan. And it's a live version, and it's a lefty. All my stuff is lefty. I'm a lefty. The second thing that I cannot live without is my Universal Audio Apollo Twin interface. I know what you guys are probably saying. You're probably like, Kirk, seriously, Apollo? You know, the Apollo Twin? Yeah, I can't live without it, because this thing, I used to run a Focusrite AT920. I used to have that as my main kind of interface in my studio. I still have it, but the sound quality that comes out of Universal Audio's Apollo Twin is insane. Like the craziest thing I've ever heard. My monitors actually sound better. Like my monitors, they sound better. And honestly, to be quite frank, the sound that comes out of this is like second to none. The plugins, the legacy plugins that they give with them, they just sound amazing. The Plexi amp is amazing. I can run my little Squier and it'll sound good. My little Squier guitar will sound good through this interface. If you're on the edge or on the fence about whether you should upgrade to an Apollo Twin and get into the Apollo line of interfaces, I would honestly say go for it, because if you want like just kind of like the next step, the Apollo interface is amazing. So amazing. All of their stuff, UAD, their stuff is amazing. I at first I was like, I don't need to spend all that money. You just need to know how to use your tools. I'm totally not a gear, like the gear doesn't make the producer. If you want to become a good producer, well, become a good producer. Get good with the tools you have. Get good with any tools. If you can use the tools you have, and any tools, like even like an iPhone, like, you know, you're good. Like if you can make a dope track with just an iPhone, and you don't need all this stuff, then you made a dope track. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. So I am totally not like a gear guy in that sense where you need the best gear to be a good producer. But this is one of those things that I was just like, bro, this changes the game. Anyway, number 3 on my list that I cannot live without, that is my new studio desk. I have the Output platform desk with the keyboard tray. I went with this like kind of wood, I don't know, the lighter wood finish, the cheapest finish. I had to wait like 6 or 7 months for this thing. It was like kind of unreal. Actually, it was maybe it was like 4 months or 5 months, but it felt like a whole year, honestly, because I ordered it and it didn't come in until like forever later. But it's so worth it. It cleans up my space. And if you have rack mounted gear, this is honestly like every kind of like Project Studio's perfect desk. And that's kind of like a big bold statement, but I think it's kind of like the perfect desk. You have a couple of rack units, what is it, like 9 rack units or whatever. I have like a compressor in here, I have my interface and preamp, and then I have a drawer on one side, and then I have my power conditioner. And on top of that, like it has like this amazing cable management in the back, and you can't see any cables underneath. and it's honestly like one of the greatest things. And when I try to make my own desk, it was actually bigger than this, and it was still really cluttered. This desk, however, everything has its place. Everything is very clean, very neat, and I have so much desk space, like so much. I mean, like, I still have more desk space than what I'm showing you right now. I have so much more than here. But anyway, so this desk is like really amazing. I honestly cannot live without this. I feel like the furniture in your studio or in your space really does influence how you create and the stuff that you make. I really feel like the space really matters. Like, if you don't have a creative space that you've created for yourself, then the creativity won't flow. I said creative like 3 times just there. It's weird, but you know what I mean. It won't flow if you don't have a space that allows for that to happen. And by getting this desk, I cleared up so much clutter. And I've heard a saying, if you have a cluttered space, you have a cluttered mind. If you don't have a cluttered space, then you won't have a cluttered mind. And it's so true. This helps me just feel like, oh man, everything's at my fingertips. I can work. Everything is in front of me. And I don't have to worry about space being an issue on my desk. And I love that it has like the second tier. Even this camera is sitting up on the desk. So anyway, those are the top 3 things that I cannot live without in my studio. Why don't you guys in the comments below let me know what you can't live without in your studio or creative space, wherever you're at. What are those 3 things that you can't live without that help you do your craft? Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell button. This is where we make cool content. All right, guys, catch you later.